Good evening, football fans. Welcome to the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. I am Mikey Dunn, joined by Carl Rubman as we get set to bring you Chesmont National Division play. It's the Downingtown West Whippets playing host to the Bishop Shanahan Eagles at Kottmeyer Stadium in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. And we're actually going to continue this pregame in just a moment. We're going to hear the Star Spangled Banner. That was the Downingtown West Marching Band with their rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Again, we are here for the Downingtown West Bishop Shanahan Eagle game. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. I am joined by Carl Rubman. And Carl, tell us about the Bishop Shanahan Eagles.
Okay, Mikey, the Bishop Shanahan Eagles are 3-2 this season, having played 4 non-conference games where they are 3-1, and they are 0-1 in their own league, losing to Avongrove 42-21. They have lost their last 2 games after starting 3-0. Their head coach is Paul Myers. They're led by their sophomore quarterback, Cooper Jordan, who can both run, Mikey, and throw the football. Their favorite receiver is senior Garrett Glendenning, and also look out for sophomores Gus Ross and sophomores Wessa Jordan. His top running back is sophomore Brandon Choi. West leads the all-time series, Mikey, 12-3.
Including last year where they won that matchup by a score of 14-13. It's going to be the Whippets receiving the opening kickoff. They're, of course, in their blue uniforms, Shanahan, and their white and gray. It's a short kick. That's good kick coverage by the Eagles. Downingtown West, they're led by their head coach, Mike Milano. They went 11-2 last year despite star quarterback Will Howard getting hurt. They're actually currently ranked number 2 in Philly.com's rankings of Southeastern Pennsylvania high school football teams. It's going to be Will Howard, the Kansas State recruit, in the backfield with Tyreek Lewis, the star running back. He scored 28 touchdowns last season. Carl, he's doing phenomenally this year as well. He had 6 touchdowns last week in their win over Oxford. Howard in the shotgun, man in motion. Handoff goes up the middle. It's a solid gain on first down. That goes to Maximus Hale. Carl, the Whippets have probably the toughest non-conference schedule of any team, not just in Chesmont, but in Southeastern PA this year. Week 1 winning at Garnet Valley 42-19, winning at Central Buck South 34-13, winning at Neshaminy 48-6. Then they won at home over Perk Valley 33-17. Last week beating Oxford. Howard, pass is complete to Sean Pelkisson, and he's got a big gain. They're already into Eagle territory, Carl.
Yeah, very simple play, but a very well-executed play. As Pelkisson rolled out to the right, he hit him in stride, and you could see a big gain coming from that, Mikey, right away.
Pelkisson going to Georgia State. Georgia Southern. Forgive me, Carl. Georgia Southern. 2 Weeks ago, 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 2 Man in motion. And off up the middle. It's going to be just short of a first down for the Whippets. Actually, kind of to see what the spot is from the near side of the field. The man on the far side of the field had him a yard short, but they're actually saying it is a first down.
10-yard gain there, Mikey, as he picked his hole. The nice blocking up front.
Hale with another carry.
Good job by Hale so far.
So many options for these Whippets. Howard pass is complete to
Jack Garrity, Mikey, number 13.
Again, we talk about Will Howard, the senior. He's 6'4", 225 pounds. I mean, he is a prototypical college and pro quarterback, frankly, for his height and weight. Had a lot of offers, a bunch of different schools, but opted to go to Kansas State, play in the Big 12.
Downingtown coming out very confident, Mikey.
Shanahan almost chopped offside. They got back. Howard has a man wide open down the field, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Whippets, and Sean Pilkinson for the touchdown. 27-yard touchdown reception, and just like that, the Whippets take the early lead.
Pilkinson was wide open on that play, Mikey, and a nice catch. The throw was a little high, but he made it. He pulled it in for an easy touchdown. Interesting formation here on the extra point as they all come in together now.
And the kicker, I apologize if I butcher his name, Spencer Macholski, in for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. Downingtown West leads Bishop Shanahan 7-0 with 10:32 left to go in the first quarter. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. And we at ChesmontFootball.com want to give a shout out to Leone's Pizza in Downingtown for providing the ChesmontFootball.com crew with the delicious meal tonight. They're located at 102 Wallace Avenue in Downingtown, next door to the Kerr Park Wawa, and have amazing pizza, strombolis, sandwiches, pasta dishes, and more. You can call this Downingtown institution at 610-873-2500 or order online at leonespizzadowningtown.com. Carl, love me some Leone's. My favorite, of course, is the pepperoni and mozzarella personal stromboli with the side of their sauce. Delicious. Go see Travis, his brother's there. Great food all the time.
Absolutely.
And Carl, we're going to take a look at that replay, but we're going to see this kickoff real quick. But if you're a Whippet fan, it's what you wanted to see on the opening drive.
Yeah, they couldn't execute it any better, Mikey, on that drive.
And that kick goes deep into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. And let's take a look at that touchdown pass. Plenty of time to throw it to a wide open receiver. Couldn't draw it up any better.
Mikey, I think we have to note, I didn't get a chance to say it in my pregame, that Shanahan is hurting having 12 people that started for them unable to play this game. And they are playing mostly with sophomores. So they're a very well depleted team up against one of the better teams, if not the best team at Chesmont. Very difficult task for them tonight.
Shotgun formation. Again, Cooper Jordan, the quarterback. Handoff goes to Brandon Choi, and he is met by several Whippets. I don't even believe he gained an inch, Carl.
Now, there's no gain on that play, Mikey, as Downingtown there was to meet him right head on for no gain.
And it is no gain on the play, Carl. This is a Whippet team that they're not just doing it offensively, they're doing it defensively as well. They're outscoring their opponents 42 points to 15 points a game, Carl, or overall number 213 points to 75. That's going to be Choi on the carry, and it's a big run for the Eagles. That's going to be a first down.
There you go. They went off tackle there, and Choi shows his running ability as he rumbles for 15 yards on a first down. They're going to need a bunch of plays like that tonight, Mikey, to keep Downingtown West off the field.
First and 10, ball on the 35. Jordan takes the snap. He's got room up the middle. It's going to be another first down for the Eagles.
Nice read by the quarterback and had a nice hole and nice athletic ability and gains 12 yards for a second straight first down.
And Carl, one of those players that I believe is injured is Garrett Glendenning, the pretty much the best offensive player for the Eagles. Not seen him in the game, but I don't know if he's planning on seeing the field this evening.
Yeah, he was hurt and has been playing through it, Mikey. But
I believe he had a turf toe injury.
Yes, turf toe, and that's very painful.
Troy takes the handoff. He's got room to the outside, and it's going to be close to another first down for the Eagles.
So very surprising so far as they're able to run the football effectively here, Mikey, in the first quarter. 3 straight running plays. This one's going to go for 9 yards, but 3 effective running plays here.
I don't know if the Whippets were not expecting to see this type of run or if they're just trying to not allow the big play. The Eagles trying to answer after falling behind early. And Carl, there is Garrett Glendenning, and he is met for a loss.
Yeah, Mikey, you could tell on that play because of the penetration of Downingtown West's defense that was going to be a play that was not good. It was going to be a loss of yardage on that play. They were all in the backfield before it started.
3rd and 3. Okay. Bishop Shanahan is, their first game they scored 38 points, but after that 16 points, 14 points, 21 points, 14 points. They're not a very high-scoring team. A little bit of a high snap. And it's going to be a sack on the play. I don't know if that was a designed run, Carl. Either way, it's going to be another loss of yards for the Eagles, and they're going to have to punt after what looked to be a promising drive.
Yeah, I think that was going to be a run, Mike. I actually think that was quarterback draw, and he had nowhere to go. So the play was ineffective, but I do believe it was a run for the quarterback.
A little bit of a high snap, though, that kind of threw off the play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Short kick that was almost blocked. And nice job by the coverage as the returner caught the ball and then was hit almost instantaneously.
Right, didn't call for a fair catch, which he probably should have done.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't call for that there. Right. The Eagle was standing right next to him.
Yeah, I don't believe that Shanahan can just go down the field and run the ball down their throats. They're going to have to mix up some passing plays, but they can run the ball effectively at times, but it's going to be difficult to run all the way down the field.
1st and 10, ball on the 30, 6:38 to go in the first quarter. Howard drops back. He's got a man deep, and it is caught, and that is going to be a 70-yard touchdown pass. Will Howard to Julian Williams.
I'll tell you what, just a beautiful, beautiful catch and throw. You couldn't lay it out there any better. Will Howard just laying it out there, and Julian Williams just going right under it, full speed. Kind of looked like Deshaun Jackson and Carson Wentz there, Mikey. Beautiful touchdown.
Yeah, if I'm a Big 12 defense, which the Big 12 defenses aren't really that strong, I'd be scared for when Howard comes to Kansas State next year.
Will's obviously even improved from last year, Mikey.
Yeah, it was disappointing that he got hurt last year. The Whippets still carried on well. Kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 Downingtown West leads. We'll be back after this word from Washington Hose Company #1.
The Washington Hose Company is located at 376 East Lincoln Highway, serving the city of Coatesville and the surrounding communities for almost 150 years. Our dedicated EMS staff of volunteer and career are proud to provide EMS services 24/7, 365 days a year. WHC offers first aid, CPR AD, babysitting, and several other training for first aid and certification classes. To take a class or volunteer, please contact us at 610-384-6464. Be safe.
We are back live at Kottmeyer Stadium as the Downingtown West Whippets lead the Bishop Shanahan Eagles by a score of 14-0. And Carl, it looked like it was being well defended, and then boom, just an extra burst of speed by Williams.
Yeah, it's all his take. He just blew right by him, Mikey. And the key was the throw was he led him perfectly where he could just run under it and catch the ball. Just a beautiful touchdown pass.
And it's another deep kickoff. Carl, that is such a weapon to have because there's so many strong returners. When the Whippets play Coatesville in a couple of weeks, again, that game will be on ChesmontFootball.com.
Yeah, Dupree
Bryant, the amount of returns he can have.
Yeah, really.
Let's take a look, Carl, at the replay of that beautiful touchdown pass. Howard drops back again. Time to throw. There was a little bit of pressure, but Williams just ended up getting about 3 or 4 yards between him and the man trying to cover him. Nice job putting the ball perfectly. We're hitting his man in stride. First and 10, ball on the 20. Jordan takes it himself. Picks up one, and he is slammed down to the ground. Carl, if this was last night's Eagles-Packers game, that would have been a personal foul because apparently you can't hit in the NFL anymore.
Yeah. I was looking for the flag, but you're right. It's not the NFL.
Carl was starting to say before before we went to commercial, Howard got injured last year. Really wanted to see how he developed as that season progressed, even though the Whippets did play well and get really far into the playoffs. But as you said, you can tell he's just progressed so much from last season.
Yeah, he looks like a guy ready to start his college career, Mikey.
Testament to him and to this Downingtown coaching staff. 2nd and 8, ball on the 22. Jordan drops back, finds a wide open man in the middle of the field. It's going to be a first down. That's to Brian Lake, the 6'2 senior tight end.
Nice play there, Mikey. Nice tackle there by the touchdown catcher, Julian Williams. But a well-executed play, and that's what I said. You need the passing game to go along with that running game.
Jordan not afraid when pressure is in his face.
The next,
he's only 5'8", 130, but
yeah, been impressed by him so far, Mikey.
And look at the slot receiver here. They're giving him a big cushion. That pass is caught. Nice diving catch for the Eagles. That is Choi.
Nice catch. Not a good throw. But I like the fact that they're mixing up with the passing game. That will definitely help them.
And Connor, the man that I said that was left uncovered in the slot, they did cover him, but it was Brian Lake, and he actually, if they hit him on a quick pass, he had a 5-6 yard gain at least, has a chance of breaking a tackle. 2nd and 7. Handoff goes to Choi. And he takes it up to just short of the 40-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. Carl, you hate to say with 4:10 left to go that in the first quarter that it's a must-score drive, but the way the Whippets have been playing, it's as pretty close to a must-score drive as you can get.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if their defense has the capability of stopping Downingtown's offense.
But if you can stay in it, make it a one-possession game, as the Whippets look like they jump, and it is going to be offsides, and that should be enough for a first down. The ball was spotted just looked like it was spotted right at the 40. They needed to just short of the 40 actually.
So it's going to be
and
be a little short.
Yep, just short of the 45. So it's going to be a 3rd and about 6 inches. Well, the call I like to see here, Carl. I like to see the quarterback sneak. Now, usually you do that with a quarterback with a little bit more size. But again, Cooper Jordan has showed he is not afraid. Wouldn't be surprised to see the sneak just to get the first down, keep the drive going.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do.
And I believe we're going to have a timeout for Bishop Shanahan, and we do. Your score with 3:32 left to go in the first quarter. It's Downingtown West 14, Bishop Shanahan nothing. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. SWI, your Service Wholesale Incorporated, is your place to go for building materials and products. They supply quality materials for the building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries. Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downingtown or give them a call at 610-518-5187. That's SWI, or Service Wholesale Incorporated. Carl, we want to give a shout out to Wegmans. That's right, Wegmans Supermarkets, a proud sponsor and proud supporter of Chesmont Football and ChesmontFootball.com. It's Wegmans Food Markets. You can apply online at Wegmans.com/careers.
See if they go with the same play here, Mikey.
And it's a toss play, and it's going to be a first down for the Eagles. It worked for them there, Carl, but I never like a play that has to have your back start 4 or 5 yards back from where you need to go when you only need inches. And then also it's a toss, so we have about a half second for that toss to occur. You can have something go wrong on the toss, maybe the running back having trouble catching it. Never liked that, but it worked.
It did work because I don't think Downingtown was expecting that, Mikey, and the surprise there gave him the first down.
1st and 10, ball on the Eagle 49. That's Glenn Denning on the carry. He takes it into Whippet territory.
Glenn Denning,
big number 72. Bean Bryan makes the tackle there, Mikey.
49, where it will be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8, ball on the Downingtown West 49. Wouldn't be surprised to see them try and hit another pass play here, Carl. They've shown that they can mix in the run and the pass. Or is it going to be a jet sweep maybe? A little bit of a high snap again. It's going to be a quarterback draw. Not the biggest fan of that play call, Carl, because now you have a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what they were trying to do on that play, Mikey, but it definitely did not work. A guy in motion, but he got so close to the quarterback, and it just didn't. They didn't execute on that play at all. So they've had some good executed plays and some not so good so far. And they got themselves in a little difficult spot here where they're going to have to throw the football. They have 5 wide receivers out, Mikey.
Gordon drops back. He's hit as he throws. Passes incomplete, almost intercepted.
Could have been pass interference. He was all over him before the ball was thrown. But no call there, Mikey. Puts him in a difficult spot here. And they're going to punt the football away, Mikey.
Maybe if it was a 4th and 2, 4th and 1, they'd go for it. But can't fault the decision. It's also showing some confidence in their defense, saying, all right, we don't need to score right now. But they give up one more touchdown. They might be in 4th down territory anytime they're on the Whippet side of the field. That kick is blocked. Blocked by Marcus Gaynor. It was almost blocked on the first punt of the game, Carl. Nice job by Marcus.
I thought that was maybe his brother Terrence. Did you see a 31 or 30, Mikey?
I saw a 30, but we'll see if we have a replay.
That would be good. Let's see if we have a replay on that. Anyway, it was okay. Good.
And let's take a look at that replay after this first down play. Actually, sorry, the ref was looking over as though he was getting ready to stop something. But so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Whippets on their own 35. Howard under center. Drops back. He's got a man in the middle of the field. Pass is complete by to Alex Rosano, and he took a hit, Carl.
definitely took a hit. Nice catch. Beautiful throw by Will Howard, who's having a sensational first quarter.
And they're running the hurry up, so we're going to wait till our next stoppage and play to see that block punt. And off goes to the up man. That's Max Hale again.
Max doing a good job on the inside running, and they have not had one play, Mikey, that has been unsuccessful so far.
This offense is firing on all cylinders, not just tonight, but this season. And now Lewis with his first carry of the game. Getting the Whippets the first down, taking it up to the 24-yard line. Carl, when you're up 14-0 and are already driving for another score, and your best offensive weapon just got his first touch, that's saying something about your team.
Absolutely. This team has greatly improved from a very good team of last year, Mikey. First time seeing him this year. Very, very impressive.
There's a reason why they are considered tough competition for the Red Raiders for the division this year. Another good run for the Whippets. That's Rosano taking it up to the 14-yard line. At Downingtown East, Downingtown West, and Coatesville, they're always considered the class of the Chesmont National Division, but Coatesville has been the team winning it the last 3 years. But now with Coatesville not having Young anymore, it's still a strong Red Raider team. But the Whippets showing the night as they lead 14-0 over Bishop Shanahan at the end of the first quarter are a force to be reckoned with. And we'll be back with second quarter action after this word from Miller's Insurance.
Chester County's most trusted insurance agency. Whether it's for your automobile or your home, a life insurance policy, or coverage for your business. Since 1975, Miller's Insurance Agency has been protecting homes, property, people, and businesses throughout Chester County. Miller's guides you every step of the way, providing the best options, getting you the right policy that works best for you. Contact us today for a no-cost consultation. Miller's Insurance Agency. We're here today for your tomorrows. Visit online at miainc.com.
We are back live at Kottmeyer Stadium as the Downingtown West Whippets lead the Bishop Shanahan Eagles by a score of 14-0. Carl, let's take a look at what got them the great field position they had to start this drive, the block punt. And Carl, you are right. That was number 31. That was Terrence Gaynor.
The brother, I'm sure.
Yes, both seniors, number 30, number 31, both 5'11", both 170 pounds, both play running back and defensive back. I formation. Second and one, ball on the 14. That's Lewis on the carry. I believe he's going to be stopped short.
And that's their first play that they have not got a positive gain on, Mikey.
And it is a 3rd and 1 for the Whippets. Ball on the 14-yard line of the Eagles. And Lewis gets the carry. And he's going to get another Downingtown West first down.
Lewis picks up a first down for the Whippets. Pick up a 4. It's first and goal at the 10.
First and goal, ball on the 10-yard line. Just under 11 minutes to go in the first half. Howard with the option, tosses it to Lewis, taking it to the outside.
Nice tackle.
Great tackle by the Eagles. That is Garrett Glendenning.
Lewis taken down by Garrett Glendenning.
Perfect tackle by Glendenning there. As Lewis, he had him one-on-one. It was him and a touchdown. But Glendenning did exactly what he needed to do, as he got his whole body in front of him and swiped him down for a 4-yard gain. Well-executed play again by Will Howard on the sweep, on the option play.
Second and goal from the 5. Goes to Lewis again, and Lewis lowers his head and gets in for the touchdown. 5-yard touchdown run, Tyreek Lewis, and the Whippets add to their lead.
Touchdown.
Carl, I don't know what the Eagles can do to stop this Downingtown West attack.
I don't know either, Mikey. They're just too well trained, executed. They just have the offensive line, the talent in all the positions here. So very, very difficult.
But Cholsky's extra point is up, and it is good. Downingtown West leads 21-0 with 10:04 to go left in the second quarter. We'll be back after this word from ChesmontFootball.com.
I can't find anything on TV.
Hey, remember the other day when I wouldn't let you go to the football game Friday night? Well, that same game you missed is archived at ChesmontFootball.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Touchdown drive covered 65 yards in 9 plays and 3
Carl,
minutes,
65-yard drive, 9 plays. Their previous drive, 70 yards in 1 play. I mean, this Downingtown West offense is impressive.
Yeah, very, very efficient, Mikey. That was the longest drive of the game. The other two took shorter time. But just, again, well executed.
Carl, that kick a little bit shorter, but still in the end zone. It's another touchback.
Yeah, I think it's the first time since I've been covering Chesmont, Mikey, that I've seen a kicker be able to kick so consistently in the end zone.
Going back a couple years ago, another Downingtown West kicker, Massimo Biscardi, he now at Coastal Carolina was able to do that as well. And let's take a look at Lewis's touchdown run, Carl. Nice blocking. They give him a hole, and he just lowers his shoulder for that final yard.
Tariq, he kind of runs like McCaffrey of the Carolina Panthers.
Handoff goes to Choi. And Carl, that's only a yard or two pickup, but that's a good, tough run.
It is a good, tough run. I think Choi has been definitely their best player tonight on offense.
I'd like to see them maybe try to find Brian Lake again, the tight end. He had one nice route and catch earlier. He had another good route, but they didn't get it to him. As you said, they're not going to be able to just keep running the ball. Now, again, they also don't want to go 3 and out and get their defense back on the field. But
yeah, they've had some good plays on offense, but unfortunately inconsistent.
Jordan takes himself as he does looks like the zone read.
He kind of faked it. I wasn't sure what he was doing there, but he decided to take it himself for, again, a short gain.
Zone read, something that was really made popular back when I was a freshman at West Virginia. Rich Rodriguez actually was doing that a year before. That was the offense they ran to near perfection,
right.
Where it's giving your quarterback the chance to decide what he wants to do.
Right.
Pass is complete. And it's going to be a first down for Bishop Shanahan, as that's Simi Whitehill.
Yeah, that should be a first down, Mikey. They pulled him back about 8 yards.
Carl, are they going to say he ran backwards on his own?
That's a shame. I'm not sure if that was the right call, but if they did not blow the whistle.
Right, his forward progress was stopped, but it looked like he did it on his own,
right.
Is what they're saying.
He kept going. He kind of.
So I understand the call.
Yeah, but it's a bad break for Shanahan there. Because it's a nice executed play, and they're going to get nothing out of it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 4th down.
It ended up being no gain, Carl. High snap.
Oh, kick went off his foot.
Off the side of his foot. Not a good kick. And the Whippets are going to start off in Bishop Shanahan territory after this word from Beaver Creek Tavern. Whether looking for the best burgers in Chester County, a place to host your private event, or a relaxing place to enjoy daily food and drink specials, Beaver Creek Tavern has you covered. Serving classic American fare with gluten-free and vegetarian options available. To get the party started, go to 1350 Bondsville Road in Downingtown or call 484-593-0481. We'll see you there. Howard pressured up the middle. Rolls out. And is that complete? It is incomplete. Nice pressure by the Eagles.
It's second down.
Only the second play tonight where they didn't get any yardage. It's almost weird, Mikey, when they don't actually execute perfectly.
Second and 10, ball on the 42. Bishop Shanahan really needs a turnover or a sack, just something to get their team the ball back, honestly. Flag on the play. Looks like a delay of game. And it's not actually. It is delay of game. I never saw the ref signal the way he did for that. Usually it's more of a horizontal. He almost kind of did it like a cross body signal there. And Carl, this is one of these stadiums in Chesmont that does have a play clock in both end zones.
But it was kind of weird because Will Howard was like confused about it. So I'm not sure if he thought that the clock didn't reset properly or what. But
as we mentioned before, several of the Chesmont stadiums do not have play clocks. Howard facing pressure again. He just throws it in the ground. There was a receiver in the area. It was Max Hale, but the Eagle defense showing some fight.
Actually, Mikey, Matt Colandonato broke that play up by blitzing on that play and forcing Howard to get rid of the football. So a nice play by number 3.
3rd and 15.
Actually, a good call by the defensive coordinator to blitz on that play.
Pass is complete, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. They didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage. Nice job by the Bishop Shanahan defense.
And again, Mikey, that was Matt Colandonato who made that tackle. So he really stopped this drive single-handedly, Mikey, on those last 2 plays. Give him credit. Small guy, but made 2 great plays in a row. And we have our first punt for Downingtown West tonight.
Gain of a yard. It'll be 4th down and 14 on the 46.
Good punt for the Whippets. Actually went out of bounds a little bit earlier than anticipated. I think if you're a Downingtown West fan, gonna have to see where the spot is. It's inside the 20, still at the 15. So that's where the Eagles are going to start at their own 15, down 21-0 with 6:51 left to go in the first half.
You too can advertise on 3ctvlive.com and ChesmontFootball.com by calling 610-269-5000 for sponsorship opportunities.
That's right. I want to thank all our sponsors tonight, but we got a lot of big games coming up left this season, so give us a call. What are they going to do offensively, Carl? The running game has not looked as strong as it did on the opening drive. They're running the spread, which is what they like to run. Jordan drops back. He's got 2 men open. Pass is complete to Gus Ross.
Nice throw there by Jordan.
Pass complete to Gus Ross.
Cooper Jordan makes a good throw.
On the tackle for the Whippets.
And
But-
Gus Ross, is that his first catch of the night?
It is, but they only take it up to the 16. It's just a gain of 1.
Second and 9.
So they had 2 open receivers, but that Downingtown West defense closing in.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to come up and make a tackle. You don't mind giving up a yard or two.
Handoff goes to Luke Fardone.
Yeah, good hard run by Fardone, but it doesn't get much. Doesn't make it like a 3rd and 6 there, Mikey.
Yeah, the Bishop Shanahan defense did a great job getting their offense the ball back, but the offense has to pay them back by getting at least a couple first downs, if not some points. Third and 6, ball on the 19. Jordan drops back. Pass is thrown up, and it is about 2 yards too short for his intended target. He was trying to get it to Weesa Jordan. And the Eagles are going to have to punt, Carl.
Yeah, not a bad executed play. He just didn't get the ball there at the right spot. So Weesa Jordan could have caught the ball. And they're going to have to punt. There's still plenty of time left in the second quarter here.
The Whippets stand to have good field position again. Fair catch called for at the 43-yard line. That's where Downingtown West is going to try to look to add to their lead. With 5:14 to go, it's Downingtown West 21, Bishop Shanahan nothing. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. And folks, just a reminder, you can follow us on Twitter at ChesmontFB. Like us on Facebook at 3CTV Live, or follow us on Instagram at 3CTV Live. Howard, the pistol formation. Handoff goes to Hale.
Hale's probably averaging like 7, 8 yards a carry tonight, Mikey.
They're going to spot it at the 35.
It's probably what they should have done on the last drive, Mikey. They got a little too cute. I think that if they run the football as effectively as they are, they'll score every time down the field.
Good matchup going on tonight. Coatesville leading Westchester Ruston by a score of 14-7. Hale, another good run. It's going to be a first down for the Whippets. Carl, next week it's the Battle of the Brandywine, of course. It is Downingtown West taking on Downingtown East. Downingtown East is also unbeaten. Tonight they are playing Avongrove. They're up 28-0. And a bit of a surprising score, Carl. It is Kennett 7, Westchester Henderson 7.
That is a surprise. Henderson, a much improved team from last year.
The record might not show, but we saw them the first week, Carl, and we were impressed with what we saw. A lot of progress. Lewis with the carry. He's got a big hole, and he's got room to run. He's going to go in for the score. 27-yard touchdown run, Tyreek Lewis.
Yeah, Tariq was great at creating that hole. He saw the offensive line. He saw where he had to go, and he drove right through that hole, Mikey, and raced for 27 yards for a touchdown.
Great piece of running by Lewis. Just so many weapons for this Whippet team. Extra point is up, and it is good. Downingtown West leads Bishop Shanahan 28-0. Very impressive again for the Whippets, Carl. They showing they could do it in any way they're asked to do it. Running, passing. Their defense has been strong all night.
Yeah, Coach Milano made an adjustment on that drive, Mikey, where, said, let's stop messing around and just run the football, because we could do that effectively on just about every play. And they just ran it right down Shanahan's throats there and got their 4th touchdown of the evening.
Carl, just showing the different level that Downingtown is at just all around, including their facilities. This is a great stadium. So after a score, there's a certain amount of time you have before the kickoff has to take place. Downingtown West is actually putting that on their scoreboard clock. They're actually having a clock to let the teams know how soon they have to get back on the field. It's just,
yeah.
Everything is just well done here at Downingtown this season. It's another touchback. Carl, if you're an offense and you're not even getting a chance to get yourself better field position, you're already in the hole.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at that run by Tyreek Lewis, Carl.
Okay, you'll see how he sees the hole.
Rosano had a nice block there. And then again, Lewis showing great speed.
It's like Tariq took the first quarter off to give his other guys a chance, and then he's taken over in the second quarter. A lot of talented football players on this team.
Jordan drops back, pressured up the middle. He throws it up, literally just throws it up, and the pass is incomplete. That is a good job by Julian Williams, but also by Weesa Jordan, Carl.
Absolutely. Weesa looked like an NFL player there, Mikey, trying to make a great catch after the ball went up in the air. And I tell you what, he came close to catching that.
Again, good job by the defense creating the deflection. Jordan really just threw it up as he felt the pressure.
But you know what? He threw it really where he could catch it, and that was a pretty good throw.
Second and 10, ball on the 20. Jordan takes it himself. He's going to be taken down by Ryan Waters.
May have a face mask on that one, Mikey. Let's see if they call that. And it is.
Good eye, Carl. It's going to be a Bishop Shanahan first down, 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Again, the Eagles score their first points of the ball game.
First down in the 35.
First and 10, ball on the 35. See what Jordan can do. Holds out. Pass is complete. Hit right away is the receiver. That was Rosano on the hit. I believe that was Whitehill on the reception, Carl.
That was White. That was Simi Whitehill on that catch. First time we've called his number tonight.
Second and 6, ball on the 39. 3 minutes to go. Lewis with the pressure. Ball comes out.
That is a fumble.
Still being bobbled. It's picked up by the Whippets. Tyreek Lewis with great pressure. There was another Whippet there as well. The ball bobbled around for a little bit. Then Downingtown West picks it up.
Yeah, that was like a massacre. And the quarterback had no chance, Mikey, on that play. Was just bombarded and lost the football, and Downingtown in great field position to get their 5th score of the evening.
Yeah, he's done a great job staring pressure in the face tonight, but 2 Whippets there to hit him. First and 10, ball on the 15. Downingtown West looks to add to their lead. And that's going to be Hale up the middle. He's going to be spotted down just inside the 1.
Hale carries the football for a
Carl, does Howard just take himself on a quarterback keeper?
tackles. First and goal at the 1.
They have a lot of options here, Mikey.
And it goes to Hale for the touchdown. Max Hale with his first touchdown of the night, giving the Whippets a 34-0 lead.
Hale goes into the end zone for the Downingtown West touchdown.
And Carl, if this extra point is good and Shanahan does not score before the half, we will be in the mercy rule in the second half. Kick is up, and it is good. Downingtown West now leads Bishop Shanahan by a score of 35-0. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. And let's take a look at Hale's touchdown run, Carl.
Of course, the easy touchdown, but obviously set up by that fumble recovery on the great sack of quarterback Cooper Jordan, who really got massacred on that play and just gave it up.
And Carl, Hale actually set up his own touchdown run, what they saw run the run before that.
Right, it was a 14-yard run that got him to the one, and they say let's give it to him and get his first touchdown of the night.
And it's another touchback, Carl. The kicking game has been stupendous tonight. The offense has been fantastic.
Yeah.
The defense has been fantastic.
So, what we've seen here is, this is a great Downingtown West football team. And, the question is how far are they going to go this year? And Bishop Shanahan is just trying to learn from sophomores as they've been depleted by injury. And, they're no match for this team, but you can learn from playing really good teams. And they have done some good things on the offensive side of the football tonight, just not been able to execute all the way down the field.
18 seconds. 1st and 10 on the 20.
Handoff goes to Choi. Pickup of just one. Actually, pickup of two, Carl. The Eagle offense has shown some signs of life at points tonight. Couple decent runs, some good passes. I think the intermediate passing game might be something they want to look at. The deep passes have not gone their way. That is Glenn Denning on the carry. But he was also met by the Whippet defense after a minimal gain. And the Whippets call a timeout with 1:34 left to go in the first half. Coach Milano wants some more points, Carl.
I think that's why they call the timeout there, Mikey? Get the ball back?
I think they want to see. He wants to see what his quarterback can do in the 2-minute drill, as they have a very tough game coming up next week against Downingtown East. And then coming up on October 18th, they play Coatesville, Carl. Hey, Carl, I want to give a shout-out to Leone's Pizza in Downingtown for providing the ChesmontFootball.com crew with a delicious meal tonight. They're located at 102 Wallace Avenue in Downingtown, next door to the Kerr Park Wawa, and have amazing pizza, shambolis, sandwiches, pasta dishes, and more. You can call this Downingtown institution at 610-873-2500 or order online at leonespizzadowningtown.com. Carl actually took my steps on there for a pre-Cub Scout meal on his birthday. Thought, you know what he loves? He loves him some Leone's. Got his probably second favorite item he's ever gotten there. He got a bacon cheeseburger stuffed pizza.
Sounds good, Mikey.
Pressure on Jordan. Throws it up and it is out of bounds. No chance for his receiver. And the Whippet offense will get the ball back.
This will probably be the last chance for the first team offense, Mikey, as I'm sure the scrubs will come in, their second team, sophomores, juniors.
Now for Bishop Shanahan, they are mainly sophomores, so that's
It will be right. They'll be playing the whole game.
this result, Carl, that we've seen thus far is not entirely surprising because it is a young Shanahan team. It is a beaten up Shanahan team. Oh, fumble! But as it's been for the Whippets all night, the bounce goes their way, and this time it is Marcus Gaynor, Carl, on special teams.
I confirmed that was Marcus and not Terrence, Mikey. You were correct.
Can't be advanced.
But again, the fortuitous bounce is that could have been Shanahan's football, and yet it went right into Marcus's hands.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the Shanahan 42. The Whippets with 2 timeouts and 1:18 left to go in the first half.
There's plenty of time, Mikey. They pretty much can do whatever they want here, run, pass.
The pass is complete to Rosano.
Beautiful play.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. Of course, the clock stops for the chains to move. The clock is
First down now for the
running again.
on the 22.
Howard hands it off to Lewis. And the Whippets, since they have 2 timeouts, really could call any play they wanted. They call their second timeout.
They've been just pretty much flawless on offense tonight, except for that one drive, Mikey. They're just executing on all cylinders.
Lions, Brandon Shorian on the defense. There's a
They are definitely a team to be reckoned with this year.
Okay, this is the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. Tune in next week. It's the Battle of the Brandywine, Downingtown West versus Downingtown East. Coming up on October 11th, it's Bishop Shanahan traveling to Coatesville. Our first time seeing the Red Raiders this year, but not our last, because October 18th, it's going to be Coatesville at Downingtown West, and on the 25th, Coatesville at Downingtown East.
for a 741%. Boys soccer will be at Strathaven tomorrow at 10. Girls soccer at Hatboro Horsham tomorrow at 5:30.
Second and 8, ball on the 20. Howard drops back, some pressure, but it's a screen to Lewis, and he's got some room to run. And he's going to go in for the score, 20-yard touchdown reception, Tyreek Lewis. Carl, that's how you draw it up for a screen. You let the pressure come to the quarterback, giving the running back some room. And Lewis, after he caught the ball, he saw he had a blocker. He's like, you know what, I'm just going to run past him. Gets in for the touchdown.
Yeah, beautiful play and just beautifully executed by Will Howard there. He couldn't draw it up any better, Mikey.
Can they stay perfect on their extra points?
I don't see why not.
Kick is up, and it is good. Downingtown West leads 42-0 with 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Downingtown West 42. Bishop Shanahan 0.
And let's take a look at that screen, Carl. As we see at the beginning, it is some pressure coming from both directions to Howard. But he, very calm, cool, collected. He looks, and there's Lewis ready for the screen pass. There are some blockers, but Lewis is just so fast, he runs past them. And really, Carl, there was only one man to beat on that side of the field. Carl, Shanahan started off the season with 3 straight wins. Unless there's some sort of miracle second half, they're going to be losers of 3 in a row. If you're a coach, what do you tell your program that is full of a bunch of younger players?
Well, you're going to try to keep them positive as possible. You got to tell them the truth that they're just no match for this particular team. But there are other teams in the division. They've already beaten Henderson, who's an improving team. Lost to Avon Grove, but they were certainly not totally outclassed in that game. So, they have a young team, and, the injuries, you play with who you have, and, the young guys learn. But, they're just a little bit they're way overmatched tonight, but doesn't mean they can't get better, and that's what you try to do.
And Coach Myers is going to see which of his players fight, and that's going to be something very positive from
that's a very good point. Very good point.
Just to run up the middle, I think they're going to be looking to just try and get into halftime, kind of settle themselves down, and kind of treat the second half as just a new game almost.
Colin McCrory, the ball carrier, Maximus Hale on the tackle.
That was Colin McCrory, his first carry of the night. Do they go to their backups?
Yeah, I'm not too sure how many backups they have left to put in, Mikey.
13 seconds to go in the first half. And Carl, I don't believe they actually know. They do not need to run another play, as the game clock is about 2 seconds ahead of the play clock. And that's going to do it for the first half. It is the Downingtown West Whippets 42, the Bishop Shanahan Eagles nothing. Stay tuned for second half action on the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com.
50-50 and inquire top 10 a little bit later on, but get ready to be entertained by the Bishop Shanahan marching band.
Right at the end.
Let's see.
I didn't realize when the clock was
Impressed how good they are.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we welcome Bishop Shanahan marching Eagles to the field. The band is under the direction of Mr. Chuck Keeney. Student leaders are drum majors Molly, Mary Poppins Mullen, Hayden Wicked Winter, and Sydney, the Lady of Winterfell Morrison. Drum captains John Hairspray Porter, Hannah the Wizard of Oz Fasco, and Leah the Grateful Bread Baker. The Bishop Shanahan Marching Band is pleased to perform for you tonight their show, Shanahan on Broadway. Scene 1 takes us to their show, Shanahan on Broadway, takes us to the country of Greece on the set of Mamma Mia. Our first number tonight is a combination of I Have a Dream and Mamma Mia. Scene 2, we travel to France. In the middle of the French Revolution, we are on the set of Les Miserables. The performers are On My Own and Do You Hear the People Sing? Starring for the role of trumpet soloist tonight is Michael the Music Man Laughlin. Scene 3 takes us to the land of Oz with Elphaba and Glinda as we perform Dancing Through Life and Defying Gravity from the hit musical Wicked. We then take you to a 19th century French opera house for our version of Masquerade. Feature soloists are Michael Music Man Laughlin and Sergio Hercules Ulloa. The final act for tonight's performance, we take you to the Upper West Side of New York City as we perform West Side Stories Somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bishop Shanahan Marching Band. Band, are you ready? Drum majors, are you ready?
Welcome back, football fans. We are back at Kottmeyer Stadium in Downingtown. It is the Downingtown West Whippets 42, the Bishop Shanahan Eagles nothing. Carl, tell us how we got to where we are on the scoreboard.
Okay, Mikey, in the first quarter, Will Howard threw a couple touchdown passes to get the game started. He first hit Sean Pellickson for 27 yards to make it 7-0. And then on the next possession, he hit Julian Williams on a 70-yard bomb pass for a touchdown. And at the end of the first quarter, it was 14-0. Then Downingtown used their strong running attack in the second quarter to get 4 scores. And a couple turnovers helped. Started with a block punt by Terrence Gaynor that gave them good field position. And a 5-yard run by Tariq Lewis made it 21-0. And when they got the ball back again, Tariq Lewis this time ran 27 yards after a 43-yard drive to make it 28-0. Then they had a sack on quarterback Cooper Jordan, who fumbled the ball deep in his own territory, giving the ball back to Downingtown at the Shanahan 15-yard line. Max Hale ran at 14, and then he ran the extra 1 yard for a touchdown to make it 35-0. And then at the end of the second quarter, with only a little over a minute or so to go, again getting the ball back. This time it was Tariq Lewis again from running it in from 20 yards out to make it 42-0. All the extra points were good and straight through. Great job by the kicking game, great job by the offense, great job by the defense, and we are at 42-0, Mikey.
And in other Chesmont scores, the other Downingtown East is leading Avongrove at the half, 42-3. So the two Downingtown teams, both West and East, outscoring their opponents by a score of 84-3 tonight. Coatesville is leading Ruston 21-7. So Coatesville leading Ruston 21-7. That game is at the half. It is Kennett over Henderson 14-7. That game in the third quarter. So still a close matchup there. Nice fight being put up by Henderson.
Yeah, against an undefeated 5-0 Kennett team.
There was a nice article about Cox, their running back, in the on PA Prep Live today, and in the daily article. Yes, very nice article about him today.
Yeah, very impressed by him.
And it's another kick into the end zone, so Shanahan yet again unable to return it. We said it ourselves, but I was talking to a former Whippet player at halftime who was just saying, man, what an advantage you have to have a kicker like that. And that's going to come up big against Downingtown East, against Coatesville.
Can he kick field goals also, Mikey?
From what I've researched for the game, he's got an accurate leg. I mean, just looking at his extra points, they'll all be good from great distance.
That could be big in a close game where you need a field goal.
Jordan shotgun. Handoff taken up the middle. That was Luke Fardone.
Yeah, I'm sure the Downingtown West has some reserves in there, and if Avongrove sticks with their regular team, Shanahan should be able to move the football a little bit more efficiently here, Mikey.
Second and 6, ball on the 24. Ball almost got stripped at the end there. That's Fardone again. And it's going to be a first down for Bishop Shanahan. Carl, we didn't get the chance to talk about it in the first half, but a really nice story from the Downingtown West game against Perkiomen Valley. Sean Pelkisson's sister, younger sister, is currently battling leukemia, but both fans in that game both saw both student sections, parents alike, all wore orange in that game to support her. And that's just one of the nice things about high school sports is although you're competing on the field, just the camaraderie that the communities have with one another was really nice to see.
Absolutely, Mikey. It's a really great story to hear.
And we see that at all the games. I mean, we've done games at Unionville when it's in October, and they have everyone's wearing pink for breast cancer awareness. I believe we saw that at Westchester East. They were having a fundraiser going on that night.
Right,
so
we had a hurricane fundraiser for a school that got destroyed
a couple years ago when we were at Unionville for school in Houston, I believe it was. So one of the nice things about high school sports. 2nd and 5. It's going to be another first down run for the Eagles.
You could see the difference, Mikey, in the line play as their second team is not as proficient at holding them down. There's definitely a lot more room to operate.
John Berry, the 5'6" sophomore, with the carry.
43-yard line.
So we are seeing Shanahan put in some of their reserves, Downingtown West with reserves in as well. Ball comes out and the Whippets have it, Carl. So even the Downingtown West backups are having everything going their way.
Yeah, I'm not sure who broke the ball loose, but he grabbed his elbow, Mikey, and just ripped the ball out.
I was getting ready to say that it's important playing time for these backups, because if one man goes down, it's the next man up mentality. So if you have a closer game and a reserve has to come in, this is valuable experience. Again, it is the backups in for the offense. As you can see, Will Howard standing on the sideline right now. And at quarterback is Evan Wickersham. Handoff goes to Quincy Peterson. Wickersham comes over to the sideline to get the play call. Nice job by our cameraman, Troy, right there. Right there on the shot, seeing Evan coming over.
Matt Colinado. 2nd and 10 for the Whippets.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10, ball on the 42. Handoff goes to Nasheer Harris. He's still going. Carl looking like another number 34 at running back, keeping those legs going. My favorite player of all time, Walter Payton. I mean, that is a good, hard run. He's 6 foot, 175 pounds.
He looked a lot bigger on that run.
For another Whippets, first down.
Carl, if he's the 4th or 5th string running back, my God.
That was an impressive run.
Because you have Lewis, who is a senior, so there's going to be other backs getting some carries over the next couple years. Hale's a senior. Toss play taken to the outside. That's Peterson. He is a junior. Carl, just looking at how Howard played tonight, I mean, you have to feel as a football fan you were robbed with him getting injured last year, because we were deprived of seeing more of him last season.
Yeah, I knew he was a good football player, Mikey, but he's really come leaps and bounds to me in his maturation process.
Peterson on the carry, fighting for every yard he can get. Yeah, Carl, we've seen some good quarterbacks in Chesmont. We've seen some that are more runners. We've seen some that can do the right hand of the pass, Ortega's. Some that were more passers, the Laletta brothers, all three of them. But Howard is probably the best pure passer I think I've seen, and that includes visiting teams that we've seen or teams that we've seen in the playoffs.
I agree, Mikey, and we are in for a treat next week, Mikey, with East playing West. It's mano a mano. The two teams are really both talented, and we're looking forward to it.
A little bit of trickeration there. Oh, slipping on the play was the ball carrier. That was
number 19, Juan Avilas.
Yes. Nice play design there. He just
stopped at the line of scrimmage by Nicholas Romano.
Got slipped up.
Yeah, the Phillies used to have a shortstop named Vilas, Mikey.
It was Nicholas Romano on the, they credit him on the tackle, but he did a nice job of pursuing the ball carrier.
Yeah, it was a good tackle, even though he did trip.
4th and 3, they are going to go for it. Just kicking the field goal will be kind of not very sporting. And it's a bit of a distance.
And they're short.
So Bishop Shanahan's defense gets the stop. It's the second stop of the night. Again, it is the backups, but hey, you want to see what your team can do no matter who is on the field for either side.
Take over their own 19.
That's correct. What I saw on that drive is that Shanahan was fighting. Their defense was playing hard and trying to stop Downingtown, and they did a good job of stopping them on that play. Forcing a turnover.
1st and 10, ball on the 18. Again, it is a running clock. Jordan takes it himself. He's got some space. Good, solid first down pickup for the Eagles. Folks, just a reminder, you can follow us on Twitter at ChesmontFB. Like us on Facebook at 3CTV Live, or follow us on Instagram at 3CTV Live.
Gabe Nunez at the 25. 2nd and 3 for the Eagles.
Second and 3, ball on the 25. It's going to be an Eagle first down. Carl, they were moving the ball nicely on their previous drive before the fumble. Can they get their first points of the game? First and 10, ball on the 31. See another handoff. This time to Luke Fardone.
Fardone gains 5 yards before he's brought down by number 77.
I want to give a shout out to Wegmans, a proud supporter of Chesmont football and ChesmontFootball.com. That's right, Wegmans Food Markets. And guess what? They're hiring. Apply online at Wegmans.com/careers. Jordan takes it himself. Nice job by the defense there. So he gets taken down at the 38. 37, excuse me. Folks, we have some big games coming up. As we said, next week, the Battle of the Brandywine, then Bishop Shanahan and Coatesville, Coatesville, Downingtown West, and Coatesville, Downingtown East. Well, hey, don't miss out on your chance to advertise at the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. You can give us a call at 610-269-5000 for sponsorship opportunities. That's 610-269-5000. Handoff goes to Fardone. Looks like the spot's going to give it to him for another first down. And they are moving the chains.
Fardone gets just enough for the first
Nice job by our camera crew showing the officials, saying, hey, move them down.
Tackles him. 1st and 10 at the Shanahan 42.
First and 10, ball on the 42, 2:42 left to go in the third quarter. It is 42-0. Downingtown West leads. Trouble on the exchange. Jordan falls on the ball.
Shanahan loses 3 yards on the fumble.
Very dangerous there, Carl.
Yep, absolutely, Mikey. Lucky they held on to that.
Their last drive stalled due to a fumble. Almost happened again there. Brings up a 2nd and 13. Ball now on the Bishop Shanahan 39. Ball comes out, and it is recovered by the Whippets. still going on the return. Fantastic single-handed effort by Tom DeSalvo. Carl, he forces the fumble, gets the recovery, and then has a good return.
Yes, and a saving tackle there by running back Luke Fardone, Mikey.
DeSalvo, the sophomore defensive lineman. That's the second drive this half for the Eagles, where they were moving it down the field, and then boom, turnover happens. 1st and 10, ball on the 17. Again, it is a running clock due to the mercy rule. That is Nasir Harris. No gain on the play. Can the Whippet offense add to their lead? I'm sure these backup players would love to put some points on the board.
I have my quarterback now.
Ball comes out. Carter falls on the ball. James got a little bit sloppy, Carl.
A little bit.
As the Whippets do not need to run another play in this quarter, Carl, and I don't believe they will. So we're going to take this opportunity to tell you about our friends at SWI. That's right, SWI Service Wholesale Incorporated is your place to go for building materials and products. They supply quality materials for the building, construction, remodeling, and lumber industries. Their motto is service with integrity. Visit them at 4810 Horseshoe Pike in Downingtown, or give them a call at 610-518-5187. That's SWI, or Service Wholesale Incorporated.
And that will take us to the end.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter at Kottmeyer Stadium. It's the Downingtown West Whippets 42, the Bishop Shanahan Eagles nothing. We'll be back after this word from Washington Hose Company #1.
The Washington Hose Company is located at 376 East Lincoln Highway, serving the city of Coatesville and the surrounding communities for almost 150 years. Our dedicated EMS staff of volunteer and career are proud to provide EMS services 24/7, 365 days a year. WHC offers first aid, CPR AD, babysitting, and several other training for first aid and certification classes. To take a class or volunteer, please contact us at 610-384-6464. Be safe.
At Kottmeyer Stadium, as the Downingtown West Whippets lead 42-0 over the Bishop Shanahan Eagles. Carl, it was all Whippets from the start tonight, as the offense was firing on all cylinders. The defense was stopping Shanahan with whatever they tried to do. And even when the backups came in, just costly turnovers for Bishop Shanahan.
Yeah, it's been a tough night for Shanahan football.
Toss play, flag on the play. Drew Bunman on the carry.
Drew Bunman on the carry. Patrick Taylor on the tackle, but there is a flag down on the field.
Carl, I see the Whippets players walking backwards. I do believe it's going to be against Downingtown West. Illegal shift. Coach Ball is definitely going to have some things to work on with the second string offense in practice. Again, coaches like this because A, it means they're winning in a game, but B, it does give the backups a chance to learn, and it gives the coach something to point to during the week to say, hey, guys, what are we doing?
Something to work on, because they're, can't really, there's not a lot the offense or defense did wrong tonight for the first team.
Nowhere to go for the Whippets. It's Bunman on the carry again.
Bunman on the carry again. He's brought down by Nicholas Romano. Shanahan will take over.
And Carl, that was 4th down because they declined the penalty, and the Whippets not just trying to run up the score, just ran the ball there. Classy play.
Right. Mercy rule, as we've seen, is it's actually a very good rule. Also protects teams from just running up the scores tremendously too.
Nice run by the Eagles. As that is Fardone on the carry. You can see that Shanahan has some pieces going forward. And again, when you have a really young team that can all mature together, you look at this team next year or 2 years when these guys are seniors. It'll be interesting to see what they do on the field. Fardone on the carry. That'll be Bishop Shanahan first down.
Fardone on the carry against 15 yards. First and 10 for Shanahan.
I want to give another shout out to Leone's Pizza in Downingtown for providing the ChesmontFootball.com crew with the meal tonight. Give them a call at 610-873-2500 or order online at leonespizza.downingtown.com. So Leone's right next door to the Kerr Park Wawa. High snap again, Carl. That's been a problem all night.
Yeah, it definitely caused the disruption on that play, Mikey, as they lose a couple of yards.
Going to bring up a 2nd and long.
Fardone with the carry. He's dropped in the backfield by Mike Gepper and Nasir Harris. 2nd and 12.
2nd and 13, ball on the 38. And that is Whitehill and a quarterback now on the carry. I was researching about Shanahan, Carl, when they their season preview. They said that they have 3 guys that could potentially play quarterback. Whitehill was one of them. He's 5'10", 160. You have Jordan, who's 5'8", 130. So they just a little bit of different body types. Again, there was a third option, but they decided to go with Jordan majority of this season. The Downingtown West student section fired up right now. That's a big run for the Eagles. That's Whitehill.
Whitehill proving he can run with the football a little bit there, Mikey, as he gets it all the way down to the 31-yard line at Downingtown West.
37-yard gain.
37-yard gain, the biggest play of the night for Bishop Shanahan.
First down for the Eagles.
Whitehill with the carry again. That time he is tackled after a solid pickup, but yeah, certainly not another 37-yard gain.
He picks up 3 until he's brought down by Mike Gefford. 2nd down.
Continuing my trend of shouting out a band, I appreciate the Bishop Shanahan Eagle Band for performing the Time Warp from Rocky Horror Picture Show right now.
They were outstanding, Mikey. Shout out to the Shanahan Band. The halftime show was absolutely spectacular, and people got to treat anybody that was here to hear the great renditions of some great Broadway musicals by the Shanahan
Colin
band.
McGrory on the carry. They're trying to cut you off, Carl.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl, we were talking at halftime. We saw that Dupree Bryant broke a 47-year-old state record for receiving touchdowns in southeastern Pennsylvania. Broke the record of Bobby Thomas from Upper Marion. Ball comes out. Whitehill falls. That was almost the 3rd straight drive for Bishop Shanahan that ended with a fumble.
I just think Mr. Whitehill's just trying to do a little bit too much there, Mikey.
We try to get some other scoring updates for you. Kennett leads 20-7 over Henderson. Coachville 30-7 over Ruston. That is John Barry on the carry. Downingtown East leads Avongrove 42-3. So both Downingtown games have not seen any scoring occurring in the third quarter.
2 yards on the carry. Brought down by Mike Robinson.
Both have the mercy roll going on.
Third and 13 for the Eagles.
Ball on the 14, third and long. And that was Whitehill on the carry. Taken down at the, call it 10 and a half.
2 yards on the keeper. Aiken with the tackle. And it's now 4th down for Shanahan.
Shanahan has a 4th and 10.
You need to get to the 1 yard line, Mikey, to get a first down.
Whitehill rolls out. He's got a man wide open. Pass is complete. And it's going to be a Bishop Shanahan touchdown.
Had to break some tackles there, but he did.
Colin McRory.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Nice play for the Eagles.
Catches the pass from Whitehill. Takes it in 11 yards for the Shanahan score.
Extra point is up, and it is good. Bishop Shanahan is on the board. They trail 42-7 with 5:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. We'll be back after this word from Washington Hose Company number 1.
The Washington Hose Company is located at 376 East Lincoln Highway, serving the city of Coatesville and the surrounding communities for almost 150 years. Our dedicated EMS staff of volunteer and career are proud to provide EMS services 24/7, 365 days a year. WHC offers first aid, CPR AD, babysitting, and several other training for first aid and certification classes. To take a class or volunteer, please contact us at 610-384-6464. Be safe.
And we are back live at Kottmeyer Stadium. And let's take a look, Carl, at that Bishop Shanahan touchdown. Carl actually got a message from one of our loyal listeners that Shanahan's kicker, Connor Bailey, broke a record. We got to try and figure out what that is. I mean, he was an all-league pick as far as kickers are concerned. What a big hit, Carl, on the short kick.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Carl will be back with the Whippets Drive after this word from Beaver Creek Tavern. Whether looking for the best burgers in Chester County, a place to host your private event, or a relaxing place to enjoy daily food and drink specials, Beaver Creek Tavern has you covered. Serving classic American fare with gluten-free and vegetarian options available. To get the party started, go to 1350 Bondsville Road in Downingtown or call 484-593-0481. We'll see you there. We are back live at Kottmeyer Stadium. The record, Carl, that Connor Bailey set was the Bishop Shanahan all-time scoring record with 84 points. Oxford leading their matchup 42-0 tonight. 4:44 to go in the fourth quarter. 42-7 is your score. I formation. Nowhere to run for the Whippets there.
Peterson on the carry again. Dropped for a loss in the backfield by Vincent Guerrera. 3rd down and 8 upcoming for the Whippets.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for Downingtown West. Again, Carl, they had their backups in this entire half. They've really not been able to get much going offensively.
Right, and they've just run the football. They haven't tried to pass the ball. They're just running out the clock, just executing.
Including on a 4th and long on their last drive. As it looks like a delay game against Downingtown West, and it is. Want to thank all our sponsors tonight for the Chesmont Game of the Week on ChesmontFootball.com. Washington Hose Company #1. SWI, or Service Wholesale Incorporated. Again, their motto is service with integrity. Miller's Insurance. Wegmans, who's a proud supporter of Chesmont Football and ChesmontFootball.com. 3rd and 13. So going to run this play clock down. Want to thank Beaver Creek Tavern. Just a nice job holding on to the ball there, Carlos. That almost got stripped out. It's going to bring up another 4th down. The Whippets should be punting.
Juan Aviles gains 3 yards on the carry.
Again, you too can advertise on 3ctvlive.com and chesmontfootball.com by calling 610-269-5000 for sponsorship opportunities. That was Juan Aviles with the carry again, Carl. I don't believe we're going to be saying a lot of these players' names the next time we see the Whippets, Carl. If it is a mercy rule against Downingtown East, then Coach Milano might have a state championship team on his hand.
Truer words are not said, Mikey. A nice kick there.
And a good return for the Eagles, Carl. That is Evan Kabczynski. I'm going to be proud of myself if I got that name correct, Carl.
Yeah, it was actually a good run by Evan Kaczynski.
4-yard return. He's brought down by Cooper Young. Setting up Shanahan with the 1st and 10 at the West 37.
And it's another good run for the Eagles. Carl, if you take away the 2 fumbles, which I know it's hard to do, it's been a really good offensive half for Bishop Shanahan. A lot of solid runs.
Their team has outplayed the Downingtown West's second team.
Well, it's been some backups for Bishop Shanahan.
Right,
I don't know about as far as the line, but as far as quarterback and running back.
Right. I mean, now they're more and more even playing field. It's much closer contest.
Nice tackle there, Carl. One thing that has not changed all night, there has been some snap issues all evening. Again, they like to be a spread offense. They like to be in the shotgun, but I mean, maybe do a couple plays under center to avoid possible turnovers.
Setting up a 2nd and 8 for the Eagles.
Second and 8. 1:08 to go in the game. That's Simi Whitehill on the carry. Takes it himself. Again, Whitehill came in at quarterback in the 4th quarter.
I think Semi is finding out that he might be better at running back, Mikey, than quarterback. He's got some power in his legs.
I think if you're Coach Milano, you want to see your defense get a stop. If you are Coach Myers, you would love to see a 2nd touchdown score tonight.
1st and 10 for Shanahan. 10-yard line.
That is Fardone on the carry.
That's going to do it.
Unless they try to run one more play.
Well, they're going to have to hurry.
And they are, Carl. They want to get another touchdown. Try and reward these backups. High snap again. Whitehill takes it. Spins out of one tackle. Still keeps his legs going.
Good effort by Simi Whitehill.
And that's going to be the final play of the ball game. It is the Downingtown West Whippets 42, the Bishop Shanahan Eagles 7. It was all Downingtown tonight, Carl, as we saw Will Howard, we saw Tyreek Lewis, we saw Max Hale, we saw Julian Williams, Sean Pilkiston all have solid nights offensively for the Whippets. And then defensively, you can basically name everyone on the defense for having a good night in that first half.
Yeah, they certainly saw some great execution by the Downingtown West's offense in this game. They were pretty much flawless in the first half. Only had one drive where they were stopped, and really it was the only time they didn't really execute. But they executed perfectly on every other drive. Will Howard was absolutely tremendous. And, he probably would have had a passer rating that would have been 158.5 in the NFL. Did really nothing wrong. Every pass was right on target. And we'll look to see next week how he does against a very good Downingtown East team.
And Downingtown West goes to 6-0. This is actually their first national division game. Bishop Shanahan goes to 3-3 overall, 0-2 in divisional play again as they fell to Avongrove a couple weeks back. So big win for the Whippets. Carl, why don't you give us again the scoring recap for the whole game, if you will, since we had just the one score in the second. We actually have replays of those scores, Carl, so you can break it down as we see it on the screen.
Okay. So here's the first touchdown to Sean Pellickson. It's a 27-yard pass play. And then you'll see the 70-yard bomb to Julian Williams.
Again, Pelkiston and Williams, both great job of receiving, perfect ball placement.
And then Tyreek Lewis on the 5-yard run, giving them a 21-0 lead. And then again, Tyreek Lewis, 27-yard run.
And he even slows up at the end of the run. It was just
and after a fumble recovery, Max Hale running it in from 1 yard out after a 14-yard run to get him to the 1. And again, Tyreek Lewis here on a 20-yard run. His third touchdown of the second quarter.
That one just a perfectly executed screen.
Screen, absolutely. Beautiful executed. You can't even do it even better in the pros than that one.
And Carl, tell us how Bishop Shanahan got their touchdown.
Well, again, some good running by Simi Whitehill, and then Colin McCrory ran it in from 11 yards out, and it was actually a 4th and 10, and he ran it in from the 11-yard line. Colin McCrory getting his first touchdown of the season, Mikey, giving Shanahan at least some consolation, getting on the board at 42-7.
And we are awaiting Coach Milano finishing up talking to his players. Alan Foster is going to have a post-game interview with the victorious coach, Coach Mike Milano. And next week, it's the Battle of the Downtowns and the Battle of the Mikes as Mike Matta, the head coach of Downingtown East, taking on Mike Milano, the head coach of Downingtown West. Those are two coaches and two programs that know each other well. And Carl, my senior year of high school was the first year of the East-West matchup. And I remember back then everybody was fired up for that game. That really has not changed. Over the years, I'd say Downingtown East is at the better end of the play, but West always comes up. West, East, always, both teams always get up for that game. The Battle of the Brandywine is the game I look forward to every season.
I believe this will be our biggest matchup of the year. We'll probably definitely have our biggest crowd of the year, and everybody should tune in and see this great battle next week. It's two undefeateds.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, we saw them add extra bleacher seating because there was such a big crowd. And we're going to send it down to Alan Foster with Coach Mike Milano.
I don't have my lifts in my shoes tonight. I'm here with Coach Milano. Coach, William Howard running the show tonight. Great execution. Your comments, Coach.
He's a special player on a special football team. We got a great group of kids. I get a chance to brag about Will a bunch. He's our quarterback. He's kind of the, he's the front man a little bit. He's the kid everybody would love. He just is. Besides being a talented football player, he's an awesome young guy.
Well,
I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of all my guys tonight.
I know you guys did a fantastic.
But this was one of those personal neighborhood deals, and there's some bad blood, and we handled it the right way.
Yes, you did.
And
yes,
I'm proud of my kids.
Well, you got a good game coming up next week, Downingtown East, huh?
That's always a great matchup.
Okay,
yeah, that's always a fun week. That's always a fun week.
So how are you going to prepare for that, Coach?
Well, like we always do.
Okay.
We'll work hard. Kids will work hard. It's a great week. We have no trouble motivating the kids for that game.
Coach, great game again. Thanks for stopping with us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. This is Alan Foster with 3CTV Live, ChesmontFootball.com. I'm sending it back to the booth. Mikey, it's on you.
Thank you, Alan. Again, thank you for tuning in tonight. Again, as Alan said, next week it's the big game. It's the Battle of the Brandywine. It is Downingtown West taking on Downingtown East. And just a reminder, you want to, see what if you missed some of the game tonight, Downingtown West's win over Bishop Shanahan. All our games are archived, so you want to see a throw by Howard you missed, a run by Lewis, or if you're a Downingtown East fan knowing what's coming up next weekend, our games are all archived on ChesmontFootball.com. For all of us here at ChesmontFootball.com, want to thank you for tuning in again. For Carl Rumman, I am Mikey Dunn saying good night, everybody.